Kurt Hunter Mysteries, Volume 4, including Backwater Haven, Backwater Predator, and Backwater Squall. Written by Stephen Becker, performed by Paul J. Mcsorley. Backwater Haven, a Kurt Hunter Mystery, Book 10, written by Stephen Becker, performed by Paul J. Mcsorley. 1. I walked up the stairs slowly, head down, agonizing about my future with each step. A fortune teller might have foretold that Kurt ascending was a good sign, but I had no idea. A meeting, something I was uncomfortable with under the best circumstances, was about to begin. As I reached the second floor of the Biscayne National Park Headquarters building, I looked ahead and dug deep to find some confidence. My wife Justine had admonished me to keep my chin up. I did that now, but my head felt heavy with a sense that I wasn't in control of my own destiny. All organisms require change to grow. The ability to adapt and overcome is a necessary element of moving forward. Stagnation, though comfortable, is actually a digression of an organism's state. But I didn't like change and didn't want it. In my life, changes weren't merely adjustments. They were cataclysmic events. Maybe if I saw the myriad of small things that occurred every day as change, I might have felt differently, but I considered those trivial. On the second floor, before I stepped out of view, I glanced downstairs at Mariposa sitting behind the reception desk and got a reassuring smile in return. Turning to the partially open door of the conference room in front of me, I steeled myself and took another step toward the future. "Hunter, sit." Deputy Director of Operations, DDO, Ed Harris, waved a magnanimous hand toward an empty chair. An electric chair might have been more inviting to me. I sat as requested and placed my pad and pen on the table. More than a little restraint was needed to not pick up the pen and doodle with it. I tried and failed to make eye contact with the two people at the table. Look at their noses instead, I kept reminding myself, not their eyes. As my gaze turned to Ed Harris, he smiled back, not catching the ruse. His expression appeared sincere, but he was a political animal and could smile on demand. The other man, Jonathan Lockwood, wore his typical scowl. As Communication and Public Affairs Director, he and I were better acquainted than I would have liked, though this was only the second time we had met in person. Most of our interactions were one-sided phone reprimands about my mishandling of the media. If either were an ally...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?